Hello, grade 10 students. In this video, we're going to start our new chapter about the green plants. First, let's move to this question. If a horse gets hungry, what does it do? As usual, it nibbles at the grass, which is the food for this horse. While if a tiger gets hungry, what does it do? It will hunt a prey. So this is the food. You, if you get hungry, what do? You cook food, and most of you they didn't, and you order food, and most of you did this. You order food. But what about the greedy plant? What do they eat, and how do they get this food? First of all, let's keep in your mind these four names: light, water, minerals, and carbon dioxide, CO2. What is the definition of the green plants? The green plants, they are the plants that contain the green pigment, which is called the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the pigment in the green plants that absorbs the sunlight. So the green plants, they are the plants that contain the chlorophyll. They are called chlorophyllc plants also. Chlorophyll is the pigment in green plants that absorb the sunlight. Let's move to green plants and water. The objective of this experiment, other names for the objective, they are the aim or the purpose of this experiment. The purpose of this experiment is to study the importance of water for the growth of the green plants. So here, this is the aim. If I want to pose the problem is similar to the aim, but it should be in the form of question. So this is the posed problem. So to study the importance of water for the growth of the green plants, this is the aim. If I wanted in the form of a posed problem, what is the importance of water in the growth of the green plant? And you have to put the question mark. Let's move to this figure. Here they are watering a cornfield. And if you see here, the plant, they are green. They grow normally. They grow tall. And they have normal growth. Whereas in a dry season, without water, the plants, they grow slowly and eventually will die. So complete the following table of conditions. You have to use this legend. Plus, it means presence, and minus, it means absence. So first of all, you have to put the title for the table showing the conditions and the results. Both of them, plant 1 and plant 2, they have light, they have CO2 in air, but the variable factor is the water and minerals. In plant 1, we have water, while in plant 2, there is no water. So this is the variable factor. So these are important notes in order to solve any question later on. So here we talk about the aim, the variable factor, the posed problem, and let's move now to the results. The results in the plant 1, where we have water, it grows normally, while in plant 2, they grow slowly and they die at the end. So indicate the variable factor in this experiment. Already we solved this. Compare the aspect. What the meaning of the aspect is the appearance of the plant, their appearance. For example, they are green, they are yellow, they are tall, they are short. This is the aspect or the appearance. Analysis, and finally we will draw out a conclusion. And pay attention, draw out a conclusion. Draw out is not to draw. Okay, so the variable factor is the water, where it's present in plant 1 and it's absent in plant 2. Compare the aspects. Plants 1 that are watered, pay attention here. While I'm talking about the comparison, I have to mention the variable factor. Watered. Plants one that are watered, they are tall and green, while plants two that are not watered, this is the variable factor also, that are not watered, they are shorter and yellow in color. Analysis. So after watering the plants one, the plant they grow tall and green, while without water, the green plants become yellow and die. Draw out a conclusion. You have to say that the green plants they need water to grow tall and green. This is the first conclusion and the first element needed for the growth of the plants. It's water. Green plants and mineral salts. Objective of this experiment is to study the importance of mineral salts for the growth of the green plants. So this is the aim or the objective. So now we're going to move to the pose the problem. What is the importance of minerals? Here we have two plants A and B. Plant A and plant B with minerals, it will grow tall, it will grow normally, whereas without minerals, it will grow short and it will have abnormal growth. So here complete the table. Both of them, they have water. Plant A with no minerals, whereas plant B, it contains minerals. Then light is present in both plants A and B. CO2 is found in both of these plants. Where is the variable factor? The variable factor is the mineral salt, where it's present in plant B and is absent in plant A, and the results will be based according to this variable factor. So green plants grow slowly in the absence of the mineral salts, whereas they grow rapidly and normally in the presence of the mineral salts. Indicate the variable factor, compare the aspect, analyze, and draw out a conclusion. So the variable factor, it's the mineral salts. Compare the aspect of the plants. Plant A that's grown in distilled water, they are short. Here, distilled water, meaning that no minerals exist. So this distilled water without minerals, whereas the tap water, it contains minerals. So here, distilled water contains no mineral salts. So plant A that's grown in distilled water, they are short, while plant B that's grown in water rich in mineral salts, they are tall. So analyze the obtained results. With distilled water only, the plant doesn't grow well. Yet, with water rich in mineral salts, they grow fast. Conclusion. This is conclusion number 2. The green plants, they need mineral salts to grow fast. Here we move for the green plants and light. The objective of this experiment is to study the importance of light for the growth of green plants. So we have two plants, 1 and 2. Plant 1 is placed in darkness in a black box. It gives water, it has watered soil. These sweet plants, after 8 days, they are yellow and not well developed. Whereas in the presence of sunlight, the watered soil and the wheat plants, after 8 days, we have plants that are green and they are well developed. So in the presence of light, we have normal growth and normal development of the green plants. So let's complete the following table of conditions and results, where plus means presence and the minus means absence. So in both the plant 1 and plant 2, both of them they have water, both of them they have CO2 in air, both of them the duration is 8 days, while the difference is the light. Plant 1 has no light, so it's placed in darkness, and plant 2, the light is present. So the results, the green plants grow yellow in color and not well developed in the absence of the light, whereas they grow normally and they are green and well developed in the presence of light. So indicate the variable factor, compare the aspect, analyze, draw out a conclusion. So the variable factor is the light. plant 1 that is grown in darkness, so here I mentioned the variable factor is yellow and not well developed, while plant 2 that's grown in the presence of light are green and they are well developed. So in the absence of light, plant 1 becomes yellow and is not well developed. Yet in the presence of light, plant 2 is grown normally and it's well developed. Throughout a conclusion, this is conclusion number 3. Green plants, they need light. So till now, we have 3 needs. So it needs light, it needs water, and it needs minerals salts. So here, it needs green light to grow well and remain green in color. Moving for the green plants and CO2. The objective of this experiment is to study the importance of CO2, carbon dioxide, for the growth of green plants. We have two plants A and B, where plant A has the normal condition, is found in the transparent glass, and it allows the sunlight to enter. It has water or the normal conditions, so it grows normally, tall and green. Whereas in plant B, we have potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide has the role in the absorption of carbon dioxide. So it absorbs CO2, meaning that here there is no CO2. The plant withers and becomes yellow in color, and finally it will. So here we want to complete the table of conditions. You have to say water is present in both plants, light also, fertilizer which gives the mineral salts presence in both of them. The variable factor is the CO2. Its presence in plant A, it's absent in plant B. So this will lead to the green plants, they grow normally in the presence of CO2, while they don't and they wither and die in the absence of CO2. The variable factor is carbon dioxide, is the CO2. Plant A that's grown in the presence of carbon dioxide is tall and green, so here we mentioned the variable factor, while the one that's grown in the absence of carbon dioxide withers and becomes yellowish. Analyze the obtained results. So in the presence of carbon dioxide, plant A becomes tall and green, yet in the absence of carbon dioxide, it withers and becomes yellowish. So here, conclusion number 4, the green plants, they need carbon dioxide, CO2 to grow well. So as a conclusion, green plants, they need water, they need mineral salts, they need carbon dioxide, and they need light in order to grow well. Thank you, guys.